Good evening, family. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and tonight I want to talk about a few things. One, best lines ever to me, because I'm going over my list. I'm trying to get this little list put together for you and for myself, just so I know what my top 10, 20 favorite toys are. And then I'm thinking, like, do I want to do of all time? Do I want to do of like 2025? But I think I'm going to do a 2025 first. But then, as I'm sitting in here and I'm looking and playing as normal, I thought about something with the new '86 Seekers coming out, and I know the interview. There's been 30,000 videos made about this one interview. In that one interview, they were discussing doing, like not necessarily that. No, they were saying that they wanted to do all of the characters from the first, seasons of G1. Can we get new Tetrajets? Because my favorite line of all time will always be, here's my top favorite 4 lines. Titans Returns, because I loved the Headmaster gimmicks. Siege, because you got pre-Earth modes. Ain't nothing like Sideswipe in a Cybertronian version of a Lamborghini. I don't care what you say. That is a fire Lamborghini. I mean, you got a Lambo on Cybertron. Come on, man. Who else? Yeah, we got Grapple and Hoist and so many great toys out of Siege Kingdom and Earthrise, and like they really hit the nail on the head. Minus Grapple having that peg issue, but it's fine. They're over there. They're right there. I was turning around looking for them. Those, to me, were some of the greatest. That's like what really got me back into collecting. Like toy a week collecting was when Siege and Earthrise came out. I remember when me and my wife watched the Siege Netflix show, and like during that time when the toys were dropping, I remember telling her and my daughter, I said, you know what? This might be one of those lines where I buy every person from the line. And then I also told my wife that after I got Scorponok that I was going to stop collecting, because that was going to be the end all of all, unless they do such and such. And sure enough, Hasbro did such and such. Because I didn't know the Ark was coming. I didn't know Nemesis was coming. It was rumored, at the time or whatever. But man, what a great time. But yeah, I would love to see new Tetrajets, since y'all want to take it back. We got pre-Earth Bumblebee. We got pre-Earth Jazz. We got pre-Earth Jazz, Bumblebee, Wheeljack. We got pre-Earth Wheeljack. Keep it going. You know what I mean? Like maybe later on in the future they might do a pre-Earth, version. They might visit that again. But one of the other things that I wanted to mention was that a toy that we have so badly needed. Two toys. One specifically from my childhood that I looked at today, because Christmas is right around the corner. Oh, by the way, Quintus will be here tomorrow. That's what Amazon says. And I'm not going to open it, maybe. I think I'm going to let them give that to me for Christmas. But every day is Christmas in my household. Literally. On the 17th day of Christmas, guess what my wife gave to me? Another shiny bracelet. How many carats do you see? Yeah, I mean, like, that's Merry Christmas to y'all. One of the toys that I would love to see come back, and a lot of y'all, I know y'all don't know about this. I know you don't know about this. You had to be alive then. I'm going to take you back. Let's take it back. The year was 1980 something. I want to say like 87, 88. I don't know. I'll do the research before I upload this video. But man, I was talking to my aunt today. And me and her were talking about how our parents used to take us Christmas shopping when we went school shopping. In Maryland, school started in September, right? So we would go school shopping and then they would pick up some stuff for Christmas. And I happened to see this. I saw the commercial for it and I was like, are you serious? The Transformers Tycho train track. That might be my grail other than other than HasLab Unicron the original Fort Max. Third is this train track. And I might go ahead and pull the trigger, but I don't think I have the space in here to pull it off. But man, the Transformers train track was a regular Tyco HO scaled train track, came with a giant playmat that had like, it had damage and mountains and stuff on it. It came with fake buildings. It came with little rubber Transformers. Some of them were red, some of them were like gray. And like the Autobots were the gray ones and the Decepticons were the red ones or whatever. It might have been vice versa. I'm not sure. That was a long time ago. But I loved that train. But the thing about it was every train piece transformed. So like the locomotive had a battle mode. Mind you, it still went around the track. The caboose turned into a jet, right? And it could still be pulled around the track. The third caboose, you could lay it on its side and it flipped open and there was a little battle area station for your little rubber robots. But I would put my regular Transformers on the mat because like the mat was like 4x4. Like it was crazy. I was little. Yeah. It was like 4x4. I'm almost sure. But it was insane. I would love to see something like that done again. It was licensed. It was a Hasbro thing. Incredible toy. I found one on eBay. Still works for $2.92, something like that. I would love for y'all to put something out similar to that. Second toy that we desperately need redone. And I said we was going to do this last week, and then, life happens. Metroplex. Come on, Hasbro. He's getting old. And y'all know better with that Metroplex y'all put out a couple years ago, Legacy. That, y'all know better. I understand there's a generation of kids that grew up with that Metroplex. I understand that, and I'm happy that they were able to get it. I'm happy they got to play with their excavator. As for me, I'm going to need my Metroplex to be 2 foot tall and turn into a city with a working ramp that actually that can reach the city platform when he's in city mode. This one was great. I mean, let's be honest. He's old though. This was one of the first toys that had articulated eyes. In the back of his head, there's a knob right there, where if you had batteries in here, you can move this back and forth and his eyes go back and forth. Gimmicks. And the batteries go, dude, it's been a minute. Oh, the batteries go right here. And I have some, I'll put some in you, buddy. I got you. But we desperately need this redone. Give me a little ankle, you know what I mean? Or even if not, just reissue this for the same price that it was, what was that, 12 years ago? Can we get this back? Give it, like, the hands are still fine. I mean, this was ahead of its time. But back to what I was saying, when Christmas would come around, we'd go school shopping, my parents would buy us stuff, and then when we'd see it, and then we'd get home, and my mom was like, I remember my grandparents put the train set underneath of their bed. And then they were like, it's different when you know what you're getting for Christmas, because now you know you got what you want. Now you just got to play the waiting game. And mind you, this was September. So I had to wait September, October, November. Christmas is on the 25th. So basically I had to wait 4 months to get to open my train. And I tell you what, let me tell you, parents, let me tell you why I was a great kid. Because when you know you've got something like that under the bed, you're going to be the best student, the best well-behaved child. Your room is going to be clean, at least for them next 4 months. Trust me, I've tried it on my own kids. I have. My parents were horrible about Christmas gifts. They would let you know up front, we've been picked that up, child. Too bad you got to wait. Now, mind you, it's like February. You know what I mean? You got 10 months. You got to wait until you can get your gift. But I love them. I miss them. They were great people, wonderful, wonderful parents. But having to wait on something that you know you have, and so then you can go to school I went to school and was telling, hey, I know what I got. I got the Transformers train. And people was like, no, you didn't. Stop lying. Cap. They ain't say that back then. But we didn't have phones, or what I would have had to go home, take a Polaroid picture, and wave it, and wait for a couple days before I could take it. So now you can just take a picture on your phone and send it to somebody. Back then, they just had to go with my word. But what I did was, I think I did take a Polaroid picture of it. I slid it out from the bed, took a picture of it, and I just carried that picture around with me to school. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know, what was your favorite line? Like, of your whole lifetime: Siege, Earthrise, Kingdom, Rise of the Beast, Age of the Primes, Power of the Primes. What was your favorite and why? That's what I want to know. My thing, like I said, with Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom was that we got like the core members in that first year: Trailbreaker, Grapple, Hoist, Ironhide, Ratchet, Trax. Even though his feet were horrible, and they still are, like, look at that. There's nothing holding that foot on whatsoever. Nothing. But, when they showed the pictures of it, they took it at an angle, so you saw it from like right here. You was like, that's good. And who looks at the feet? No one really cared until you got it. But he looks great from the angles up. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll get a new Trax one day. I'm sure we will. But as for now, I am happy with everything that line produced. Come on, man, stand up. You on camera. I'm happy with everything that line produced. I would love to see a train set like that. That was like no other. And the playability, you had this giant mat, and all of them transformed. And then, like, now, like, I'm in my grown-up mind, I'm going, if I had put Metroplex and Scorponok on that mat, then... But guess what? That's what we're here for now. Grown up with money. You can do that. And I promise you, when it arrives, it's going to be right here on the floor with Metroplex and Scorponok transformed on it. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Merry Christmas. I love each and every one of y'all. See y'all tomorrow.